thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 84 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
For Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Haskins, and that's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
McLaurin, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
Dwayne Haskins sacked. A fumble on the play.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
Draw play, Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking long for his tight end Reed. This is caught at the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On third down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on foot. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own 28.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20.
He's going to make everything happen.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Zerline now for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From midfield now, Haskins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Quarterback sack.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
40-yard attempt.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half, let's do it.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Return. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington, 42 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 32-yard line.
On second and 12, Haskins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Haskins. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And now off to the races down the right side. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Making the play that time, Thomas Davis from his linebacker spot. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, You don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And this offense is running away with this one. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Taken down at the 41. Brings up 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Haskins on 3rd down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Quarterback is sacked. Fumbled on the play.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it.
Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended receiver was set to Valve, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now left side on the swing pass. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Haskins going to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Haskins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end set to Valve, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
A 2-yard gain.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt.
A 34-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
49.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Tony Pollard on
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
At the 41. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Dallas.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
It's a gain of
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Today's
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to